this one is not as bright as the clear white one. John about those. Thanks again for tuning in to yet another video. We are doing another unboxing of another knockoff headlight or off-road LED light. Of course, you guys already saw the smaller one, or the 5-inch headlight right here. Knockoff Baja designs, of course, just like the one we see over here. This is the one that I'm using for the FXRT fairing, of course. Anyway, so let's just look at my fairing here. Of course, this is the Road Warrior, what I'm using on the Sportster. You can see the gap. All right, I wasn't too happy about it. This is, of course, the 5-inch option with the clear lens. So it just, it just seemed a little bit too much. This is, of course, it's not necessarily 5. I think it's like more like 4 3/4. It's really close, but there's there's a huge gap. So I decided to go ahead and buy the bigger version of this knockoff Baja light, and that's what we have here. So we're gonna see if this fits a little bit better. Mine, like I said, I have a mess in here, only because it's been raining for the last 2 weeks here in California nonstop. So I did order the clear one, and they sent me the yellow one. So maybe you're out there wondering, hey, what does it look like? Is it better? So let's see what you have inside. Of course, mounting hardware and the actual bracket itself. Chrome piece, just like the other one, like the smaller one. So this is the 7-inch, but it's really more like 6 3/4. So it's about a quarter short. All right, so let's measure this real quick, of course, so we can get a better idea of. So we have 4.5 on this one. On this one we have exactly 6 inches on the 7-inch. This is supposed to be the 7-inch option. And on the Baja we have 7 3/8, 7.5, 7 3/8. So this is 3/8 bigger than this one, and supposedly this is the 7-inch one, and that's what that looks like. It looks like it's got the same amount of LEDs. I'm not sure if this is going to offer you more lumens. I doubt it, because it seems like it's the same amount of LEDs. They're just larger, a little bit larger, as you guys can see, but the same quality, same same brand, same wires as well. You have 3 wires on this one. You also have 3 wires on this one. So I'm going to show you what they do, of course. Just give me a minute. It's got cooling fins. I'm not sure if they do anything, but it's got them. It's on the back. These, of course, are a little bit larger, and then you have these fake cooling fins on top too as well. But I don't know if it outputs the same amount of power as the Baja. Of course, you have these cooling fins. You can see, they go right through the whole mount, everything. So yeah, you have cooling fins down here. Up here, you don't have that on this one, but you have cooling fins on the back. So that's what they look like right next to each other. Of course, you can really tell the difference looking at it. Just the whole quality, the build, the weight. Of course, this is a lot heavier, and yeah, you can just see the overall quality. Of course, this is, compared to this is like $50, and you guys already know how much this one is. So let's go ahead and connect these wires. If it's the same one like the smaller one, of course, the yellow is going to be like an accessory light, and the red one is the actual light. So you don't have a low beam or a high beam or anything like that. It's just off or on, and that's pretty much it, just like the other one. So let's go ahead and grab this, bring it over here. Let's go ahead and connect the yellow one first, and then you guys can see what that looks like. There you go. That's what that looks like. So that's what that looks like right there. It's not as blinding as the white one. I could actually look at this one. Not that bright. Not that bright at all. Let's look at the clear white one. That's bright. So I'm not sure, you know, compared to this one seems brighter than this one. All right, off the bat. This one, I can look at it, it's not that bright. I don't know if it's the lens, or I don't know if it's just because the diffusers or whatever you call these things, they're just wider. I'm not too sure, but this one is not as bright as the clear white one. So on this, of course, you have LEDs over here that turn on, and you have LEDs that turn on, the main ones. So the yellow one, of course, controls the little logo down here and some accessory lighting somewhere on the inside of the light. So there you go. So that's that. All right, so that's the unboxing, in case you were wondering. Brightness, you know what, it's not that good. All right, I don't know, like I said, I'm not sure if it's the yellow lens or what it is. I was looking into the Baja lights description of the yellow lens and the white lens. The yellow lens just gives you visibility during fog or something like that, during different weather conditions. So if you're wondering which one's brighter between this one and this one, in my you know, point of view, or in my opinion, I'd say the white one seems to be brighter than the yellow one. Anyways, the reason why I bought this one is, of course, just to kind of get it to fit a little bit nicer in there. You can see that the gaps not as noticeable as with the smaller one. I think this one looks pretty good. It's going to be inside of the fairing. I don't like the headlight sticking out, even though, of course, you lose the usefulness of these lights, because it's supposed to be a little bit wider. But in my honest opinion, I don't think it's even bright enough to even be worried about it. So this is how the light's going to be sitting in there once it's all said and done. And it's going to be yellow, unfortunately, because I did order the white one, and that's the one I got. And on the inside, you can see that the bearing's still gonna, the bracket is still gonna clear the fairing anyways. So it's gonna be kind of like this. It's not going to be, you know, it's not gonna have an issue. I'm not gonna have any problems trying to get it out. So it looks like it's gonna work. Just kind of have it like this. You guys already saw the bracket, it goes in here. So that's how I'm gonna mount it. And then, of course, for the wires, I'm just gonna wire the red one and the ground. I'm not gonna wire the yellow one, or maybe I could, because the Sportster, it does have a 3-wire headlight, but the other one, I just don't think it's even useful to even wire up. But there it is. That's how she's gonna end up looking once it's all said and done. And that looks a lot better than, of course, the smaller headlight. So yeah, that's it. You guys were wondering about it. I think it's gonna look pretty good. Honestly, I don't even think people are gonna know the difference. A lot of people don't even know what this kind of a headlight is. They don't even know what light this is after, you know, posting it on my social media. But there it is, guys. You guys, thanks for tuning in. Leave your comments down below. I got this one a lot sooner. I got this like maybe, it seems like I got this in about 7 days, which is pretty quick. But yeah, there you go. There's the difference. Guys, stay out there, stay safe. Don't believe everything you read. Life's a risk. Get out there and ride. Later.